Hello everyone, so this tarot reading is focusing on what part of yourself needs healing today. So for the tarot you have you have the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Temperance, and at the bottom of the deck you have got the Seven of Pentacles. So straight away I just want to say, with this Knight of Pentacles, I spotted, like, what I clocked more than anything was how quickly he's moving, okay? Now that's very rare for the Knight of Pentacles. Usually the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in tarot, because he's careful, he's steady, he's methodical, and very, very intentional, okay? So seeing him kind of like be shown in emotion like this really stood out to me. It doesn't feel chaotic or rushed at all, but it does definitely feel like movement after a period of challenge. Like things are progressing, like kind of like healing is already happening, or you're not really stuck in the way that you might have thought. Now, another thing that I can see kind of like straight away is that we've got 7 to 7. So 2 sevens could be significant, but 7 is a very a deeply reflective number, I'd say. It speaks of inner growth, reassessment, wisdom gained through experiences, okay? So, and actually it's one of all those moments where life asks you to pause and truly look at where you are, okay? Now, 2 sevens obviously equals 14, which links back to that Temperance, okay? And obviously we've got a Temperance here in the reading, so it kind of feels like huge confirmation. And this, what it tells me, is that part of yourself that needs healing today is actually connected to patience, balance, and your relationship with timing as well, my darling. This feels like healing the part of yourself that gets frustrated when things aren't happening fast enough. Healing the part of yourself that feels like it always has to keep pushing, proving, keep defending, or keep fighting to make things work, okay? Now, if you look at the Seven of Wands, to me what really stands out is, like, I don't know how I'm getting it, but it's kind of difficult to explain the way that I'm picking it up on, but it's kind of like how dark and challenging this card feels, but there's still sun, right? And that to me changes everything, because if the sun wasn't there, this card would even feel more heavier, okay, much more dark and more exhausting. But because the sun's present, it feels like despite everything you've had to face, there has still been growth through it, and healing. And as well, the way that I'm seeing this is that, yes, you've had to face challenges. Yes, you've had to defend yourself, stand your ground, overcome difficult situations, difficult people, pressure, resistance as well. But the lessons haven't always been easy for you, okay? It's been hard, but it hasn't broken you, my darling. It's actually, what it's done is built you, okay? And I feel that's why it kind of connects. Or it's like, I like how the Knight of Pentacles then follows, because I almost feel like I want to say it's like you've leveled up. Your armor is stronger now. You've gained more wisdom. You've learned what you've had, from what you've had to experience. And what's interesting as well, I'm being drawn to, is his eyes. His eyes are covered. You can't fully see them. So to me, this feels like trusting your next step without needing to overanalyze every single detail. It's almost kind of like your soul already knows where it's going. So there's kind of like this energy of moving forward because of what you've learned, not because everything's perfectly clear, okay? Or makes sense. But that's powerful. You have definitely 100% leveled up, my darling. Now, with the Temperance, which really feels like the true healing energy here, Temperance this is alchemy. This is restoration. This is balance being returned, energy being recalibrated. And what I'm noticing in this card is in the distance, the crown, okay? So to me, this feels like everything you've been through has brought you to this higher level of wisdom, this maturity and this self-mastery. It kind of feels like either you're being held in a high regard spiritually, or you're moving into an energy where you recognise your own growth more deeply. And there's a very, very, very strong protective energy here as well. Archangel Michael is always a Temperance for me, so it definitely feels like you've been protected through this, and you're being protected through this kind of like transition as well. But yeah, a real sense that you are being guided as well towards like peace and after chaos, towards harmony after all this challenge, towards healing after all this kind of like resistance. Now, at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Pentacles, Again, more than anything, I want to say with this card, nothing has been wasted. None of this has been for nothing, my darling. Everything you've had to face, everything you've learned, every moment you've had to, where you've really had to be the bigger person, every challenge that's forced you to grow, it has all contributed to who you are becoming, okay? And what really stands out to me is how, if you look at this card, look at how much taller he is, standing next to the tree. He's bigger, okay? And that honestly gives me the strongest feeling, again, of growth, of expansion, of leveling up, of becoming more than what tried to limit you, okay? So, I feel the part of yourself that needs healing today is the part of you that still feels stuck in defense mode. The part of you that is tired of waiting, my darling. The part of you that's, may still feel guarded because everything you've actually had to overcome. So the healing here is about allowing yourself to move out of survival mode and more into trust. To stop standing in that, like as well with the Seven of Pentacles being here, that reflective, guarded energy, and make the choices to move more towards peace and harmony and balance, my darling, okay? For yourself. Because you've already 100% overcome more than you realise. And now healing is asking you to trust the lessons have done their job. You've learned what you've needed to learn. You've grown, you've levelled up. And it's now, my darling, time to let yourself move forward. Okay? All the best. Bye-bye.